I have a question. Does nimitta arise and fall?
What is nimitta again? Without the reality, which is conditioned to arise, nobody can stop the arising of that particular one because it has arisen by conditions. But since there's no understanding of conditions and the reality, which is conditioned to arise and then fall away, without that, can there be nimitta? And if there is no reality which can experience, can there be nimitta? So nimitta is not real, but it's the shape and form of that which arises and falls away so very rapidly. So it appears as something. Like now, seeing is there, appears as seeing. What is seen is there, appears as what is seen. But in truth, the seeing which sees now is not just only single moment. One single moment is impossible. So it sees, no one knows the moments, the processes of seeing and then minder and the wanga in between until it appears as it sees something, not only that which is seen. Some people use the word color. It doesn't matter at all what word is used, but that can be seen. And when it's just a single moment of seeing, it cannot appear what is seen, cannot appear as things with shape and form at all. That's why without that which experiences it as shape and form, what we say for shape and form is nimitta, of seeing, of hearing, of that which is seen. Because for the seeing itself, even it performs a function of seeing, but there are many different conditions for that very single moment of seeing. For the old age, for the young one, for the baby and so on. That's why only by conditions appears as I cannot see as clear as before, see? But seeing performs a function of seeing. But the nimitta of that, which is different from when one was young and so on. That's why nimitta is the idea, taking that which appears as something. Even the enlightened one, Asotapanna, Sakatagami, and even Arahanta, cannot change the way it is nimitta, to be seen, to be heard, and so on. But no doubt, no suspicious about what is there at all, because right understanding begins and develops on and on until the truth revealed appears well to the highly developed panya. So we can understand that even panya has many different degrees. And it is panya at moment of being aware of what is there with understanding. Otherwise, someone might repeat, remember, memorize the word, but no understanding of what is there.
So that means nimitta is a concept, right?
Because it is experienced by our reality, citta and cetasika, which sees, and then after that, the idea is there to the citta and cetasika. After seeing.
So is it a concept, nimitta? Yes, because it's not a reality, right?
That's why we understand each word like there must be reality, and the arising and falling away of the realities are so very rapidly. That's why what appears is the nimitta of our reality or the idea of it. For example, what appears is different right now. And then the idea which marks and remembers it, made known of something that as leaf, a flower, or a stem, branch. Right. That is the concept made known as something. It makes known as it is something. That is panyati. That's why there must be reality and then Nimitta, and then Panyati. Does a snake, a bird, have Nimitta and Panyati?
No, Nimitta is Panyati.
So it cannot live. It doesn't know what is what. The worm or the food is not known. But there are two kinds of Panyati. Atta Panyati, even there's no word, but it's known from experiencing shape and form and remember it as something, made it known as a worm or something. That is Panyati. It is Atta, the meaning of that Nimitta. Another Panyati is Satta, and Satta is the sound or the voice. That's why we understand by the sound or the voice. When we talk about Chitta, see, it is Satta Panyati. In Pali, it is Satta Panyati, but in the other language, it depends on what word is there, represent that reality. That's why no matter we talk about whether it's the nimitta of the reality or just what we take it for something, it doesn't matter. But the fact is that there are two kinds mainly. One is the atta panyati, no word. The bird cannot talk. It cannot teach its baby to understand what is what. But by way of nimitta, it knows, made known by that appearance as maybe talking or learning to understand what is there. As it is, like baby, the same. See, newly born baby. There is seeing and there is nimitta. There's no word, but little by little, it takes the meaning from that to be parents, mother or father or whatever is there. So concept is that which citta, at moment when citta knows what is there as something, shape and form in things, concept of that reality from the nimitta of the succession of the arising and falling way of a reality. And then we have to use word too. Bird has its own, I don't know, like birds or not, but it has its own voice or sound. Snake too. When someone is there, we can hear the sound from it. No word, but there can be panyati and nimitta of that sound, so that one can be frightened hearing that sound. That's why there are two kinds, main kinds. The atta, understanding what it means, concept about it, and sound. Even there's no seeing. As soon as one hears some words, there can be the understanding of the meaning of that word. Satta Panyati. So reality and the rapidity of the arising and falling away, condition nimitta, and the Panyati take that nimitta for something known as a bird or cat, food or shoes. That's why the Tathagata has come to realize the truth of what is there now from moment to moment. As it is as no thing, no one, because everything which has arisen has gone completely, never to arise again. In samsara, not just only in this life or today. Otherwise, without the clear comprehension of the truth, it's impossible to let go ignorance and attachment to whatever is there now appearing. So the path is the path of Panya with Khanti, Satya, Virya, Atidana, confidence, and Nekama, let go, ignorance, stage by stage. And it does not disturb the daily life at all. If one has very present moment, it's true. But panya, if no understanding, it's avijja. But even it's the right understanding developed to understand the truth. Someone would say, I would like not to have desire or attachment at all. Just like that way. See, attachment is there already unknown. That's why only panya, a reality, new life, new accumulation, different ones from lives in the past in years ago, and even from now to the future too. How long? Who knows? All depends on conditions. To understand what is best in this life or any life is the understanding of the truth. Because no matter one like to live this way or that way, it has to come to the end, not by one's will, but by conditions, Dhamma, which condition how long this life will be. And there are so many different conditions too for everything. And who can count what is there in a day? It's only the arising and falling away of dhammas, uncountable. Only that, only that. To understand the truth is the best thing because it doesn't hurt at all. But it conditions moment of less and less dukkha, unpleasant feeling, or whatever is there, even what is so rich. But there can be understanding that it's only in this life and it's not now, because there is only seeing for everyone, no matter who that person is, rich or poor, the same. That can condition more metta to be friendly to all living. That's why the teachings of the Buddha can be studied at any time of any reality, which is now, to understand better and better, clearer and clearer, as no one there, to condition moment of direct understanding of what is there just right now. Very natural, by conditions, unexpectedly, all the time.